So about a year ago, right in time for Christmas, I made my very first review. I made a couple videos before that, Arkanoid, which was just a funny look at it, a Super 8 film. Then I made this one. It was about Discovery, which I just did a Let's Play on it. But this is specifically about my very first video. And I knew then that I wanted the channel to primarily focus on reviews of old games. But, it was in a broader sense, the channel is all about retro things. That's why there's Super 8 films, which nobody watches, but that's why they're there. It's an old format. There's, unnecessary surgery videos of old crap, It's all crap that's just retro. But the primary focus was always supposed to be about reviews. And my very first review was this game, Discovery, on the Commodore Amiga, where you collect the 12 Yule crystals. Simple game, educational game that I played as a kid, and I had fun with it. You go and you answer questions.
Spell assert.
It wants me to spell assert.
Very good.
Very good, we got it right. And it opens the door and we continue on. That's the game. But I had a lot of fun with it, but I didn't know at the time what I wanted to call the show. I just knew it was going to be about reviews, but I didn't know what to call it. My very next review was the You're Not Stupid guide on installing Amiga games onto your hard drive. And that one from the start, before I even started the video, I knew it was going to be called the You're Not Stupid guide. That's a perfect name. And to this day, that's the best name I have for a series. It's just so awesome. It's great. It's offensive. It's so many different. It's offensive, but it's at the same time it offends you. It uplifts you because it's saying you're not stupid. It's so many wonderful things. It's a great title. And I actually, after the You're Not Stupid guide, I made another video which nobody saw for some reason. Nobody watched it. It's called End of Games. I thought that was a good title. And it was just, where I showed the end of a video game, because video games at the end can be kind of long, a lot of them. And I did The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, which nobody fucking watched. And I was so pissed off, and it was not sad. I did not, in any way, did I think that was my fault. I was like, fuck. I was just pissed. I was like, fuck everybody for not watching that video. It was good. But because of that, I said, whatever. I'm not gonna fucking do it again. Fuck it. I'm gonna put all of the end of the games in the review itself. Fuck spoilers. These games are 30 years old. Fuck spoilers. I don't care. I don't care if I spoil the game for you. I don't give a shit. And it was all because none of you watched End of Games. If you had watched End of Games, I would have separated the reviews and the end of the game thing, and I would have made them non-spoilers, the reviews. But you didn't watch the End of Games thing, so I said I'm going to put them all in one. But that was the second one, and then I finally did Carly and the Spider for the VIC-20, and then I named it Gaming Memories and Review. So I retroactively named Discovery Episode 1-1, Season 1, Episode 1 of Gaming Memories and Review, and Carly and the Spider was, Season 1, Episode 2. And I very quickly started making title cards with the You're Not Stupid guide, the first one. So that was my first title card that I made. And ever since then, I've been making title cards for all my videos. Except for maybe some of the Super 8 films, I might have just went with whatever looked good because it looked fine. But even the Super 8 films, I make title cards for now. But it's always bothered me that this particular video has not had a title card because I think that the screenshot that YouTube gave me isn't very good. Today we're going to take the steps to make a title card on the beautiful Amiga itself using Deluxe paint, personal paint, whatever I have to use in order to make myself a title card that's justifiable, that will look good, and it will say Gaming Memories and Review, Episode 1, Season 1, and I hope you guys come along for the journey, for Discovery. title card, Deluxe Paint, Amiga. So the very first step in this process is going to be to do a little transfer of a picture. I've already tried to take screenshots of Discovery on the actual Amiga. It's not going to let me. A lot of games won't let you take screenshots, unfortunately. But that's okay because I have something much better than the actual screenshot. And I do have kind of a screenshot that they left on the disc that I'm going to use. But our first thing is that we're going to open up Amiga Explorer. And we are going to transfer something over. Over here on my Windows 98 machine, I've already transferred this picture from Windows 7 to the Windows 98 machine. Here's the original picture here. As you will see, this is a beautiful picture made by Stygian Phoenix. I put the beige background in there for transparency on a different title card that I'm doing. But this is basically it. It's like 800 by 500. It's a square image that she made. This is her drawing the Discovery characters, and it's a beautiful picture. Now, I want this picture on the Amiga. I'm gonna give this thing the old 16-bit treatment. I need to make this smaller, and I already took the liberty of doing this on my Windows 7 machine. And this is my end result here. This is a 320 by 200 picture, and 320 by 200 is wide, but it is displayed within 4:3 on an actual NTSC Amiga. So this is slightly wider than hers, but on the actual Amiga it'll display correctly. And when I bring it back, I'm going to make it so it all looks good, and you will see the result. So this image looks really small right now, but it's going onto the Amiga, and this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to open up Amiga Explorer. As you already saw, I opened it up on the Amiga end, and it's going to come up with a directory here, and we're going to put it on the RAM disk. All we're going to do is take this discovery.png PNG and send it over there, and it is now copying it over to the Amiga via a very slow, like 9.5 kilobits per second, way slower than even dial-up, very slow, but because at 320 by 200 it ain't that big of an image, it's going to go over there pretty quickly. And now we're going to go back to the Amiga. We're back on the Amiga here, and we are going to open up Personal Paint here. I don't know if I'm going to use Deluxe Paint in this one. We'll see. Open up P-Paint. 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 Personal Paint has loaded. We're going to open up an image on the RAM drive. Go to Volumes, RAM disk, and there it is, discovery.png. Let's proceed with that. It knows it as a 320 by 200 image in 16 million colors, which the Amiga cannot handle, but thankfully Personal Paint knows what it's about. And Personal Paint is going to do what it does best, really, in my opinion, is take a million color image and convert it into 64 colors. And I think it's going to do a hell of a good job with it. It's going to read it, it's going to count the pixels, and it's going to do its magic. Going to do some color reduction. Trust me, it's still going to look good. I think it's going to look good. Color remapping, and this is, normally if you take like a bitmap image, like a million color image, and then you go to Windows Paint and you change it into a 256 color image, which is going to be a lot more than this is going to have, it's going to look like shit because it doesn't actually take any time to do anything. Here it is on the actual Amiga in proper proportions. Like, yeah, that is the exact proportions that she had it on. I know what I'm doing, guys. I know what I'm doing with art, so don't accuse me of anything. So yeah, here it is on the actual NTSC Amiga, looking correct as she would have done it. So the only, I just got more room on the side. This is the basic idea here. Is we have it's taken her image and it's given a lot of whites, but yeah, essentially her image isn't that involved with color. She had a lot of shading and stuff on it, but you know, essentially, yeah, Mech is red and yellow. You know, the boy is blue, a couple shades of blue, got some brown hair. Katie has some shades of red hair, and Lothar has a little bit of blue, but that blue is probably the same blue on his scarf here. So yeah, this is your image on the actual Amiga. What do you think? Hope you like it, Stygian. Only 64 colors. Now, this, I don't know, I'm gonna try something else here though. What I'm gonna do is load up another image, just to see here. I just want to see what it looks like, and that will be on... Actually, before I do that, I want to save this image as it is now, so I can load it up quicker. Alright. Save it as a ILBM file, and rename it just Discovery. Proceed. We're going to write the Amiga standard IFF file, and it'll be a lot easier to load from now on. So now we're going to go to Volumes. We're going to open up Discovery, because there is one picture on the disk that I noticed that I am going to try to use, because I couldn't use my program to take actual screenshots. Yeah, there's the character one. Let's open up this and see what it says. It's a 32 color image, so I was right. It did have 32 colors. Good for Discovery back then. For a 1986 game, it was using the Amiga. And there's the original cast of characters screen that it has saved, and in its 32 colors. I'm going to try two different things here. And let's see which one works better. The first thing I'm going to try is increasing this to 64 colors, if I can. Image format. No, it won't let me. This is where Deluxe Paint is actually better. So we are going to go to Deluxe Paint, actually. First, we're going to try this Discovery palette first and see what it looks like on Stygian's picture. And if that looks terrible, we're going to try Stygian's palette on the Discovery picture. Because we can only have a certain amount of colors on the Amiga at the same time, so we're going to have to compromise at some points. You know, basically they're going to have the same colors, basic colors. So no matter what, I am going to be able to make this work, I believe. So here it is in Deluxe Paint, the original palette. I'm going to expand the palette now, which Deluxe Paint allows me to do. For some reason, Personal Paint does not allow me to do that shit. That's bullshit. Going to expand to 64 colors, a lot more colors there. And what we are now going to do is save the palette. Palette, save. And for now, we're just going to put it in RAM and Dispal 1. And we're going to save that. Now, we're going to load up Stygian's image. And here's her image. Now, the first thing we're going to try is to load the palette of the other one. So we're going to go to Palette, we're going to go to Load. Go to Discovery Pal, and yeah, doesn't look too good, does it? Now we could probably still do this ourselves, I believe. We could do things like this. We could fill it, like, because he's orange. You know, if I looked at all of the things together, I could probably do it. Like, damn it, didn't want to do that one. Undo. No, he had all these different scars and stuff, so we could do that. That, you know, we could probably make this out eventually to look okay with the original palette, but I'm not too happy with the... It looks so different though, that's going to take a lot of time, so what I'm going to try is loading her image up again. And we're going to try to use her palette, which I don't know if that's going to work either, but we are going to try to save. Now we're going to load up the discovery image. We're gonna go to palette. We're gonna load the palette, palette 2, and I think I can work with this. Okay, so here is the discovery palette with Stygian's palette, which does not look good either, but I think it's better to work with. Alright, so I dicked around for a little while, and this is about the best I could make it. I'm not actually happy with it. It's just so many little different nuances. I can't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go with Stygian's picture because I like it. I like it, and I'd like to see her picture on actual Amiga. So that's what we're gonna do. I really like this picture, and so how are we gonna? We're gonna just try to make this picture into a title card that we can use. So. She wrote Lotar so small that I don't think you can really see it on this screen. That's okay. I'm going to make the background black because we are dealing with space, right? Just make the background black. And we're going to have to make some stars and things, right? That would be a good idea. Let's see if we can make one good star here. Let's make it blue, I suppose. Or we can we just splatter some stuff? Would that be okay? Do some splatters? Yeah, I think that would be good. You know me and Deluxe paint. I love the little spray paint thing, so we're gonna splatter some blue. Simulate stars everywhere. Oh, we missed a spot with black too. Black down there. Let's change it up a little. Let's put some yellow in the sprinkles here. Just a few little pieces of yellow. I think her writing is going to be lost in translation here. That's okay. I think she'll be okay because it's going to be cool. I think she's gonna like this, hopefully. I don't know. She might fucking hate that I'm messing with her artwork. I just want to make it on the Amiga. I thought it would be cool on the Amiga. Let's do a little bit of background here. It's the thing with these, because of the menu of how much it takes, you have to use your arrow keys to fuck with it a little bit. Bring that red over there. Back up. I don't want to mess with her writing over there too much. But I think I think I destroyed Scott. That's right. Her favorite is Mech anyway. And let's throw some black back in there too, because I don't know if you're getting the sense that it's space. So we need a little more black. We're gonna make sure there's some void in there. A little more void we need. Okay, I think this is going to come out okay. Everything comes out okay with spray paint and Deluxe paint. I swear to God, everything. Alright, let's get some more in there. Cool. Stygian Phoenix picture on the Amiga. I think I like it. So now I just want a font that says Discovery, Gaming Memories and Review. So that's our next mission. Yes, right there. We're gonna use some fonts. Hopefully a nice big font. I don't think Deluxe Paint had the greatest number of things. I think only a couple of them that actually increase in size too much. That's Times New Roman, so let's do that. We'll make it bold. Okay, let's try it. Discovery. Okay, now we're gonna take that. Hopefully this will come just by itself. And let's see if we can increase the size of that. Yes, we can. Good. Alright, cool. Right there, that's about good for the Discovery title, I think. Nice and big, right up there. Let's try it. Ooh, crap. Yeah. Gaming. Memories. And review. Cool. That looks alright. Select that. Load up our picture again. This would be okay right there. Kinda have to change color a little bit. But, yeah, I think that comes out okay. We definitely want the Amiga to be known, so let's put in Amiga. Okay, color contrast. I don't think she'll forgive me. I don't think she'll forgive me if I cover up her mech thing. So. Just gonna put the Amiga right over there by his legs. Episode 1X1. Very first one. That is what we're here for. Open that up, load up that picture one more time. Make it nice and big, actually. I want this to be big because it's special. Episode 1-1. Normally I put the episodes pretty small, but in this case it's important. Personal Paint loaded. We're going to load up Discovery here. Right, here it is. Now, let's see what we can do with some of these options here. Can we hopefully change this Discovery to look a little more special? I don't know. Let's try a couple things. That looks okay. Alright, I like that. Let's see if I can fill that a little bit. Make it some kind of a gradient. That, okay. I like that. I like that. Discovery. Oh, I'm enjoying this. This is fun. What do you think? Is that okay for gaming memories and review? What about Big Blue? That looks good. Let's see if we can do some gradients with the blue. Try that. No, I just like solid there again. Okay, I like it. Discovery. I think that's all we can do on the Amiga. I'm kind of happy with it. I hope Stygian Phoenix is okay with it. I think I preserved her artwork rather nicely into the 64 color realm. I'm going to bring it over to the PC and show you what I'm going to do on that end. Alright, over on Windows 7, I've transferred the picture here, title.png, and here it is. This is a very small image, but we can zoom in on it, and you can see there it is, slightly stretched still. We're going to take care of that. And we're going to resize it, and this time we're going to stretch it back. We're not going to maintain aspect ratio. We're not going to do that. We're just going to bring it into a format that I know is 4:3, which is 800 by 600. We're going to do it by the nearest neighbor, which should make it look okay. There it is. And same perspective as hers. I'll show you guys. That's what it looked like originally. I've just stretched it into a 4:3 format. And let's let's check hers out. And here's the original from her. Let's put them side by side. And I think... Did I just do something you can do? And I think you will agree that it is a very similar aspect ratio to hers. Yes, they're proportioned the same. I did everything correct. Haha, I rule. I know what I'm doing. But we still need to add to this, though, because the title cards for YouTube, well, they're not 4x3. They need to be 16x9, so canvas size itself to, well, 1280 by 800. That, and it's gonna... I really wish it would put it in the center when it did this crap, but it does not. One less. 99, 99, 99. There we go. Try that. There, that's about perfect. Yeah, that's pretty damn perfect, I gotta say. So that is our image there, and we have some to the left. We have some to the right. Now we make it, let's just merge it together. Now we need to make this a full entity here. Make it a black. That color. Pick that grayish kind of color. And, yes, do that. I think I'm just gonna keep with the spirit and use some spray paint tools again, just the same as I did on the Amiga, just expanding it a little bit. So I'm going to use the same. We're just going to use some different colors. It's just not exactly the same, but I think it'll come out fine here and there inside this picture there. Areas we didn't get on the Amiga version. A bit more white. Okay, let's put some blue in there. We had some blue in the Amiga one. Good enough. Discovery. Gaming Memories and Review, Episode 1-1. Amiga. Art by Stygian Phoenix. Beautiful artist. Check out her channel, and I'm going to show you the final result. So let's bring up some of these Discovery pictures here. Here's the picture as she had it originally, so that's hers, and it went over to the Amiga, and as you see, stretched it, but because it was on the Amiga in a 4x3 monitor, meant to be stretched, that's okay. We brought it back, and here it is. Got some nice left and right borders there to make it into 16x9. We preserved her aspect ratio, and we mostly preserved her colors rather well. I think it did a fabulous job of converting millions of colors into 64. I think it looks fantastic. Judge for yourselves, but this is good for me. I like it. And guess what? We are going to upload it right now, right to YouTube. You guys are going to see me change my first video, my first review here. Down here we have Arkanoid was the first video. Again, that does not have a title card. Belle Isle, this one, Super 8 Film does have a title card. I didn't like what they gave me, so I just print screened a nice shot from it and uploaded it. There's Discovery. Again, this was the first one, installing Amiga games. You can see his little title. You're Not Stupid Guy, episode 1-1. And here's the next one, End of Games, Legend of Zelda, which nobody fucking watched. And if nobody watched this, look at this one. You know, four views for this one. But everything after that had, you know, some kind of a title card for it. But here we are. This is what they gave me for Discovery. I never liked it too much. Well, I guess it gives you the basic sense of it. I want something special. We're going to upload this right now. Discovery title. Oh, 2.5 megs. How did it get so big? We're gonna have to make it a little smaller because YouTube won't let me do that. So I guess we're just gonna convert it into a JPEG, I guess, because I don't think the PNG is gonna do it for us. So let's just save it as a JPEG. Save as. Let's change it into a JPEG. Save it. Now it's 1.1 megabytes. JPEG version. Looks okay. Alright. Custom thumbnail. There it is. It's now uploading. And there it is. Save changes. Now, when we go back to our videos here, hopefully it will have changed the title card. I think I can make it look a little bit bigger if I go to my channel, because it should be right up front for me. Yeah, it's almost fading it out because I said I watched it. Oh, I like it. I really like it. And you're gonna see this basic, thing again in my. Well, you probably already saw it in my Discovery playthrough. There it is on the Deluxe Paint, created in Deluxe Paint, Personal Paint. Discovery on the Commodore Amiga. Title card for my first ever video, first ever review. Artwork by Stygian Phoenix, and some very basic artwork by myself added on. But the good part of it is all Stygian, so there you go. Hope you enjoyed this little incursion into a Deluxe Paint and Personal Paint. Go back to my very first review. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Stygian. Check out her channel. Goodbye.